Alongside the European avant-garde and Italian New Realism, the French New Wave stands as one of the most influential movements in cinematic history. Emerging in France during the late 1950s and early 1960s, this revolutionary movement was born out of historical necessity. Post-World War II France was plagued by political instability and social unrest. Youth were disillusioned with government employment policies, and women were struggling to survive within a deeply patriarchal society. Surrounded by these uncertainties, a new generation turned to art and creation as a means of self-expression. Thus, the new wave slowly took shape. As the economy recovered in the decade following the war, the widespread popularization of television created a crucial catalyst for cinematic transformation. Meanwhile, the French government introduced funding initiatives for new directors, actively stimulating the industry's evolution. Aesthetically, directors favored improvised dialogue and decentralized narratives. They boldly employed techniques that classical Hollywood would condemn as errors, crossing the axis. A synchronous sound, and erratic handheld camera work. Financially, they abandoned bloated, expensive studio productions by utilizing lightweight equipment and shooting on location outdoors. They drastically lowered the barrier to entry, drawing a wave of young visionaries into the industry.
Hélas, hélas, hélas. J'aime une fille qui a une très jolie nuque, de très jolis seins, une très jolie voix, de très jolis poignets, un très joli front, de très jolis genoux.
One of the movement's most groundbreaking and innovative acting techniques was the jump cut. Take the opening of Agnes Varda's Cleo from 5 to 7, where the protagonist, Cleo, receives a devastating tarot reading, suggesting she has cancer. As she leaves the fortune teller's room and descends the stairs, Varda fractures the sequence with abrupt jump cuts, perfectly visualizing Cleo's disorientation and inner panic. Also, the film utilizes tracking shots to chronicle her daily routine in chronological order, from leaving the parlor to arriving at the hospital, capturing the authentic environment. That is the reality of the Parisian streets at that time. It's a little bit like documentary. This deliberate cinema verite aesthetic immerses the audience completely in Cleo's life, allowing us to intimately feel her emotional turbulence and better understand the condition of women during that era. Ultimately, the true legacy of the French New Wave is that it shattered the rules of global filmmaking. Its aesthetic DNA continues to deeply influence contemporary directors. Wong Kar-wai's Chongqing Express, for instance, heavily relies on the New Wave's signature handheld camera work and location shooting. It was even shot during breaks from another film production. Wong Kar-wai reflected on this guerrilla approach in an interview, stating, "We didn't have any permits, we didn't have any setups, we just went to places we already knew well. We worked like hell, like thieves, and it was fun." Decades later, Sean Baker's independent feature, Tangerine, was shot entirely on iPhones on the chaotic streets of Los Angeles on a micro-budget. The inconspicuous, lightweight nature of the phone allowed Baker to capture the raw survival of marginalized characters without drawing attention. In a sense, this is the perfect modern resurrection of the New Wave's pursuit of low budgets, mobile equipment, and absolute authenticity. The greatest legacy the French New Wave left the world is the declaration that the barriers to filmmaking have been broken. What truly matters is the vision of the filmmaker.